Hey guys, my name is Tana and welcome to my channel. It's a pleasure when there's an Audi in the audience. Yes, it's a pleasure when there's an Audi in the audience. And we're in the audience of greatness, an Audi. And I am an Audi fanboy. I love my Audis. But this Audi, there are things I love about it, there are things that I'm like, oh no about it. But you know what, an Audi is an Audi. And I want to tell you about this one because people ask, why would you buy an Audi? Because the short simple answer is this A5 Sportback is more expensive than the Arteon by a lot of money. The Arteon is a better car, more power, better handling than this A5 Sportback. The M34i, it's a way better powerful car than this and handles way a lot better than this for what it's supposed to be, a powerful luxury sports car. This isn't that powerful. So if all that is true, I'd rather buy a Arteon for 190,000 less, or I'd rather buy a M34i for what, 40,000 or 30,000 less. Why would you buy the A5 Sportback? And I'm a A5 Audi fanboy. Well, let me tell you why I think Audi has got something to offer, and may not be everybody's taste, but Audi does have something about it which is quite unique. Let's explore together and find out why would you pay $454,000 for this car. Let's have a look with this video. Here we are guys, the Audi A5 Sportback. Now normally in my videos I start the video in the front because I feel that the car's front is the best feature of the car, but for the A5 Sportback you have to start from the back because look at that rear guys, you know, the Hofmeister King is there, very nice. And it's an Audi, you know, and you've got that Sportback slope there, very beautiful. Overall car's design, I must tell you, it is beautiful. You know, this could, if you slap in a much more luxurious brand on this, people will say, look at those lines, the lines are beautiful. And I think that's where the A5 starts. It's a beautiful car, you know, everything about the lines, how they've gone and done small things like the crease over here, this crease which runs all the way from the front to the back. It's an engineering marvel, the way it goes from the front to the back, the way it just swirls up. I tell you guys, it's a beautiful masterpiece. Look at the lines there, the lights as you come here. I'll scroll down. It's just my hand doing the shots there, not a drone, but yeah, you can see. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah, it's a beautiful car. Dual tail exhaust, nice, you know. And of course, when you open the door, you get this frameless doors. You know, who doesn't like frameless doors? It adds something to the car that, you know, people don't see frameless doors very often. When you see one in person and you go like, wow, check that out, beautiful, isn't it? You know, so yeah, beauty is a big aspect of the A5, and I think this color here, ultra modern guys. You know, that the green that they chose here, it's just very modern, something you don't see every single day. And everyone who has seen this car came to me and said, wow, that's a beautiful color. And I do agree. Let's start with the front. As we normally do in any video, the look of the car, very menacing, very sharp, as you can see here. The only thing I don't like about the car is the fact that the front slope, the way it just drops in front here, a little bit sharp for me, but other than that, it is beautiful. Look at that, nice, right? Yeah. And of course you've got the dynamic lights from Audi. Gorgeous guys, this is just gorgeous. In any day of light, whether night or day, from far away, this attracts people's attention. And I think that's why you pay $454,000 for this car, because everywhere you see, you will see a 3 Series. if you see a 3 Series and it's a M34i or it's a 330e or hybrid or 320i, it's just a 3 Series. This, on the other hand, is something else. Let's get inside and explore a little bit about the Audi system and what makes me go gaga over Audis. So let's push start. Oh, nice. And obviously with Audi you get the this full digital display. You get this in the Golf. One second. You get it in the Golf, you get it in the TT, you get it in a lot of the Audi cars, VAG cars, and this to me it's one of the most user-friendly screens out there. You know, the way you can operate everything you see on screen with the buttons over here. For example, press this list and you get the menu there, and you can scroll from right to left, or left to right. Yeah, just one-handed, you know. And the same thing on this side, you know. This is your favorite button. You can press this to activate a menu that you want, any menu, like a asterisk, random button, so to say. Call, end call, and extract. So to me this layout is very logical, very easy to use, and I do quite like it. In BMW terms, for all their safety features, they got a button up here you press. So imagine you're driving the car, you got to press that to deactivate and activate the lane keep assist as such. Here, if you're driving the car and you come up here, there's a lever here, and you press that, it activates your, you can see this, but you can see the down there, way down here, look at that again, activates your lane assist. So this is like a lane warning, lane departure warning. When you go off the lane, it will actually vibrate at the steering wheel. Now, and that's where this particular spec kind of hurts me, because this is actually a low spec. Let me off the radio 1 second. Nice song, isn't it? Unbelievable. Memories. Okay, anyway, going back to the video. This doesn't have lane keep assist, doesn't have things like collision warning, it doesn't have all those stuff. It doesn't even have head-up display, it doesn't even have sunroof. So this is actually a very low spec car. It doesn't even have your wood grain finish on the dash here. It doesn't have even the aluminum brush metal they use in other Audis. This is just, I think, some plastic that's been painted over. So this is actually a very low spec Audi A5 Sportback, and a lot of reason because is that in Malaysia we don't have a principal in Malaysia at that point in time. Right now, recently they have one, and I believe in the future car prices for Audi will actually drop. So this amount of money I'm paying for the 454 is actually quite high, and it will drop in the future. But till then, this is what you get. More about the layout. To me, the layout is beautiful. As you can see here, everything is neatly laid out. You've got two cup holders in the front, you've got your USB up there, 12-volt socket, drive select. This is quite important. You can do up and down, and you see, okay, and drive select is good because why? You're driving the car, you can't be just going to a menu and selecting. Just press a button here and you get there. And this is one thing Audi does very well. Audi is very anal, sorry about the word anal, but they are very anal about how you interact with the car. Safety is very important. When you're driving the car, you can't be going around and figuring out where things are at. These are important things to have. And although you could go to the menu here and say, I could go to the menu, for example here, Audi select, and select comfort and all that stuff, it's easier to operate from there. And that's what Audi do very well, actually, you know. So yeah, okay. What else? So you've got your gear lever here. Now, one thing I hate about, I miss about the early generation was that we have the big MMI knob, the wheel knob. It's now all gone. It's now fully on the screen. It's a bummer, but other than that, over here, this is your gear selector. Press down D, and you can do sport. See sport, and you can do D or sport. So when you click, push down, it goes to sport. Push on again, goes to D, and go back there, go back to R or N. Very easy to use. Parking is here. So it's a very intuitive gear knob, if you ask me. I quite love this. You got your auto hold when you're in a hill, for example, and you've got your parking brake, and this is of course the volume.
Never can get to the one.
Okay, enough of that. Camera, this, as you can see, it's not 360 camera, so this is again one of the things that tell you this is not the highest spec. Even the resolution on this is not that fantastic, but it works, you know, no complaining. If you turn there, this thing turns too. The design language of Audi is something to be for you to sit back and enjoy, because look at that line there, it goes all the way from here to here. And this reminds me of Mazda actually, because Mazda to me is one of those cars that have got very good design features, and I think they followed the Audis and the BMWs, and as such this is typical Audi. Very clean lines in the interior, very nice. This handrest here is so reminiscent of my A6, because why? So comfortable. You put in your hand there and you rest, and grip. It's just beautiful, guys. You know, these stuff is what Audi does very well. Even the buttons here, well laid out, very easy to use, very intuitive. Nothing complicating at all, if you ask me. You know, center armrest here. Now the armrest, the old armrest had a click button. You can actually click, click, click and lock it in place. This one doesn't. So I believe this one they've actually gone back in time. They've gone back to a, I would say, not as an advanced armrest as what they had before. It's a shame, but it is what it is. The seats are very well upholstered. The support on this side over here, you can see there, it's very nice, very hugging, and yeah, nice layout. Black, and yeah, so no complaints there. Let's go to the back seat. So we're on the back seat now. So let me just go to the back seat for you. So what do we have in the back seat? So in the back seat, we've got your climate control. This is a three-zone climate control, and temperature controls are here. Blower, unfortunately, you got to go to the front. Just turn the blower up for you. It's way over here, so that's a bummer. But yeah, okay. Top bit there, you've got your lights. Very basic, you know. I wish they were activated by touch of the glass itself, like a Lexus, but it's not. The seats, let me just turn the camera around. So this is me, 5'7", and I've just about space up here. I think about 4 fingers is what I have, because it's a Sportback. It will actually arch behind, so it's not that big of a room behind here. I don't think I will be able to sit another adult in the center here. It's quite tight back here. This is where it hurts the most, because in their infinite wisdom, the VAG group has made a car that's way better than this, which is the Arteon. Arteon has got better legroom, better priced, more power, in my opinion, in some cases better looking in some angles, minus the badge. And you've got the A5 Sportback. So how does the A5 Sportback survive? Why would you buy this? You buy this because why? It's an A5 Sportback. It's one of a kind. There aren't many on the road. If you were to buy A5 Sportback versus buying an M34i, the BMW will be faster, quicker, better on the road, but this will turn more heads, without a doubt. And I think that is the gist of it. It's not a more powerful car. It's not the fastest, biggest space, the most convenient, practical, none of the above. You buy this because why? You wanted to buy a 4 Series, but a 4 Series comes in 2 seats, sorry, two doors. And the 4 Series also look reminiscent of the 3 Series, but it's a bit wider stand, so to say. This A5 is undoubtedly an Audi A5, and that's where I think it holds its value. The fact that probably in Malaysia, I would think maybe about 2 dozen guys will buy the A5. There'll be 2 dozen cars of this on the road, sorry. And if that's the case in a particular year, given year, you do stand out. And if that's your objective in life, you know what? This has my vote. But if not, unfortunately, from a professional standpoint, I would not be going for this. because I'm more of a driver's guy who drives the car for its power, its ability, and so on and so on. And mind you, this car holds very well on the road. It's a quattro. When you push the car, it does hug the road very well. Quattros are known for that. But what I found out is that at lower speeds, 80 and below, the steering needs a lot of input to play with, and it gives you the impression that's understeer, but it's not. 80 and above, the steering gets tighter, and it's you give small inputs and will turn faster. 80, 85, on that mark, suddenly it just changes all over again. And I think it's because it's got a variable steering rack, and to me that didn't feel too assuring. But I can see when you're driving slow on day-to-day basis, having a lot of input is nice, because you get to turn left and right, and you get the feeling of that you are controlling the car. You're giving a lot of input to the car, to some people. And then you're going fast, you want that whole tight feeling. So I think it's a car that will fit to certain audience, not everybody. But if it fits your fancy, go have a look at the nearest Audi dealership. It's definitely a looker, and I miss my Audi so much while driving this car. So again, thank you Audi Malaysia for giving me the opportunity to drive this car. I definitely want an Audi back in my life. A5 or A6, what do you think I should get? I want to hear your comments in the section below. Cheers guys, stay safe, and as I always say, go out there and have a little more fun. Bye guys.